Hello and welcome to this episode of the RREV Voices of Innovation. In this episode, we are going to hear from Belfast Area High School. You will hear the voices of Jessica Woods and Charles Lagerbaum. They're going to be talking about floating classrooms, kelp farms, and the Belfast Marine Institute.
I thought we were all going to die the first time that we put the kelp in.
Yeah,
Last November, not this past November, but the one before.
Pretty sketchy weather day. Yeah, we learned that.
It was freezing cold and pouring down rain. And poor Judson, Mr. Thomas's son, thank goodness it was your kid. I wouldn't have probably let it.
Yeah, we have a picture on the boat when it was in those conditions.
Yeah.
He's back there, like, hanging out from dear life, and we're all.
Jenna got seasick. She's
I know she had to go
boat
down
captain.
below.
I know she had to go down below. It was, but we did it. Dave Black. I mean, there are community partners in this that we. I mean, just talking about what we learned from other people around the kelp and Rising Tide. Is that where we bought the kelp from last
Spring Tide.
Yes, Sarah Redmond. Alicia Gallardo from Naughty Sisters Sea Farm was an oyster farmer. She got us through the LPA process, and she's a former grad. She graduated from Belfast in 2016.
Kathy, our harbor master.
Yeah, our harbor master was awesome. She could have easily said no to like any of the things, any of it, all the time, but she just keeps saying yes because she's amazing. And so we really had some great community partners in this. The connection through Rural Aspirations with the Maine Forest Collaborative. Dave was out yesterday planting trees on Duck Trap Riverbank.
Duck Trap River.
Yeah.
At the Duck Trap River.
And there's some kids. So Brian did Tristan go yesterday?
I'm sorry, what's that?
Did Tristan go?
He didn't make it.
Bummer. Okay, but Brian was there. He's in year period 3. He built a trailer for the Marine Institute the other day.
Yeah.
He's
we
in the
ordered one,
next
and
period
he's
class
like,
with
"You need help putting that together?" I said, "Yeah." He took over the process.
And he's like a kid who we're using this as dropout prevention, right? So like there are some kids who need to be active and need to be Dave's Fish and Wildlife class, which is part of the Marine Institute, like just adjacently, has like, I don't even know how many kids, 27 kids, 25 kids.
Yeah, 25.
It's very large, but that's how we're getting the Maine Forest Collaborative connection. So it's just a very cool opportunity for kids to be out in nature.
The whole initiative has been called the Floating Classroom, and the goal is to get them in, on, and under the water. So some of these kids that maybe challenges in the regular classroom or in the hallways, they're like right on it, and they're helping other people. We had World Oceans Day just last week, and our high schoolers worked with 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders, and they were phenomenal with them. And some of these kids, you were like, wow, they're a challenge in the high school, yet they were awesome working with the youngers. And that's one of the things we really like. The Institute is participating with World Oceans Day, which is becoming a bigger and bigger event. I mean, I can see the entire building eventually either taking part in it or at least shutting down to do other things, maybe campus cleanup and stuff like that.
And so for kids who are like super interested in what they're learning in class, they can turn that into an internship for credit in the following year. So if there's a kid who's like, their mind is blown over the stam removal thing, great. They could spend half their day every other day diving deep and doing all the work to make that happen. Somebody the other day posted, "What are the buoys in front of City Park?" And I thought, okay, here we go. And it was funny, before I could even reply, multiple people, just community members, people I don't even know, were like, "It's the high school's kelp farm. It's so cool. It's so great." Like blah blah blah. And then I linked the website in, and then people were like, "Oh my gosh, this is so cool." So it really, people are excited about it. People want this for our kids. And I've said this over and over and over, our kids deserve to have opportunities to learn in the best way for them and to be out. We have kids from parts of our district that have never been on the ocean. Please, by 2026, my goal is that every single kid of 2026 will have had access to the ocean, and that's part of what RREV has done. We have kayaks now, we bought a boat, kids are going to be able to access the ocean in a way that they've never been